Good evening. It is now the 10th of June. Long time waiting, and this is my 2017 Tri-Glide with 7,500 and something miles on it right now, but that's not what's exciting. I have been waiting since February when they first came out from Soundstream, and this is what I've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. The new Soundstream ReserveV2. Let me get up close here. You can get a good look at it. And on the side, you can see what happens when I have CarPlay, gauges, and the different things that this thing is going to do for me. I haven't unboxed it yet, and I will tell you why. But before I do that, let's back up in the history a little bit. I bought this thing in 2017 when I came back from Afghanistan, my last civilian tour, 6-month tour. And after that, I became disabled and I could not deploy no more, so I retired in 2019. Well, Lord and behold, the warranty ran out on this thing, and guess what? My radio stopped working. I used to be able to hear Deming, New Mexico when I come back from my mom's house. I couldn't pick up no radio, even while I was in Deming and all the way through. I was like, what the heck's going on? Well, Harley told me, he says, well, maybe the antenna was grounded. That's what he told me a couple years ago, and it needs to be grounded again. So I did that. I replaced the cable. It didn't work either. So I'm going to show you the radio in a second. But why did I do the V2? A little over a year and a half, 2 years ago, I started watching volunteer audio on YouTube. And Jay was a very good presenter on what he does, and he showed the Harley Davidson radio, and that's the name of it right here. I can't pronounce it because I can't remember it. That's okay. Showed it, that goes on that one. And then they came out with another one, okay? And then I contacted him and said, hey, this is what I'm interested in and what I'm looking for. And Jay was very polite last year and said, hey, Mr. Smith or George, wait, just wait. In January, they're going to be releasing a new radio. It's going to be 100 times better than what these are for what I'm looking for. And you know what? He was right. Down below in the description, you'll find the link to the V2 and everything that it does, okay? That's not what this video is. This video is about my radio and what it looks like now and then what it's going to look like when it's done. He just released a video today on the 10th of June. And it shows you how to install the radio. I could probably do that myself without a doubt. That's not the problem. Problem is I got fairing lights and I have the vent lights, and I'm not sure on how they all interacted and tied together. I want my CV removed, and I want him to install the backup camera, because guess what? The V2 has backup camera capability, wireless or wired. And I need that when I'm backing this baby up to my trailer or backing my trailer into the parking lot. It's a lot easier to see than me trying to look over my shoulder. So that is another reason. But one of the primary reasons that we got it is because I just changed out helmets. I'm back in my Bell helmet now instead of the LS2s. And right there, Cardo Freecom 2 Duos. So me and my wife have headsets. We're wireless now. Nothing here on the dashboard. Right now, all we're listening to is my phone app through Cardo, and I can listen to Pandora, which I love to listen to, but I always had to stop and hit the button and sync the music so my wife could hear it, but we couldn't talk on the last trip, and I mentioned that. Well, we got that worked out too. Push the top button, we can intercom and chit-chat back and forth. Push it again, and I push the radio, and wait a couple seconds, and it goes back. I like the new Soundstream V2 because guess what? My helmet is integrated to the Bluetooth system. My wife's will be on another passenger side, so we can each have one instead of me trying to push the buttons up here and all that stuff. Everything's gonna be done on my handlebars again, so I don't have to reach up and play with that stuff and talk to each other. And like I said, it comes with the push to talk. It comes with the 2 USB connectors. What would I use them for yet? I don't know. I plug my geek stick into one in case we run out of radio stations. That's about all I do. But once again, I cannot tell you the pleasure I'm going to have volunteer audio done. I watched J&M, and of course, Traveling Tall was there. He had his stuff installed, and his cousin and all that, and his family pretty much. And what I want to do now is I want to show you my radio and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay? Hold on. All right, here you have it. And if you can see, the screen's all messed up. And here's the screen border. Now you'll see the big difference. And I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to post it along beside the other one when we get a chance. But this whole system here and all this will be gone. So this whole area is going to be one screen. So let's go ahead and turn on the radio and the bike, and I'm going to show you how long it takes to time up. Mine takes forever. If you think this is bad, wait till you have to do Bluetooth, navigation. That's even worse. That's my radio you hear. Let me turn it up where you can hear it. That's a radio station. Even if I'm outside, that's what it sounds like. I can go any other radio and I can play a radio, but this one, we're still waiting for it to warm up. I'm gonna push accept. And that's my radio. It just doesn't want to work no matter what I do. See, I got a station. This is one of our strongest stations. So I'm gonna go down to 94 because that's the 94.3 rewind here in our area. There you go. That's rewind. I can't hear it. And the guy said, what's the area? But guess what? It's not. It's this damn bike. So if I switch it, all right, we're going to go down to my media center. Now here I got my iPhone hooked up to it. It takes a long time for it to register Bluetooth on there. As you can see, it's still not there. So we're going to play bike tunes. This is my only music. This is the only music I have, other than Pandora, okay? So, the radio sucks, and it has for a long, long time, and I'm not gonna dick with it. So, there you have it. The V2 is gonna take care of everything. It's got CarPlay on there. It's got different gauges, just like I saw on the 23 or the 24 model CVOs. I've got gauges, not as fancy probably, but it's okay. It's got the push talk. It's got the Sirius XM. It's got a backup camera option, wired or unwired. It has more features, equalizer. It's got more equalizers. I mean, that's for you young guys. And the output is actually going to make my speakers outside the box sound a lot better too. I've already heard it, and it's in that demo that I showed you down below. And with him installing it, I think I'm going to be rocking and rolling on my next trip in August when we head up the East Coast to Maine and come back, so I can cover in my 50 states with riding. The only one I got to do is Hawaii, and I'll probably have to take a boat over there and rent one. But that is it. That's my V2. It's here. I got it. I'm happy. Just waiting for them to acknowledge my appointment to install it. They asked me if I was happy with an evening install. That's fine. I can take all day to drive to the hotel, go drop the bike off, go back to the hotel, let them do their thing, pick up the bike, and continue on with our journey. So until this next video, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the one where I actually have the V2 installed. It's going to be at the end of this video. I'm not going to post this right now. I will wait till I get the V2 and complete the video. But in the meantime, hang in there. I appreciate you watching this station. So until I turn on again, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Good afternoon. Here we are at Volunteer Audio. A little bit different than I thought. And I just met Jay's wife, Samantha, who's got my radio, getting it programmed. We'll be back here in about a couple hours to drop off the bike and get my radio installed. And I'm really, really looking forward to everything about this and everything. I didn't realize the business was here at his house, but this is good. Wasn't hard to find. We did find it, so we are good to go. All right, thank you. Okay, here we are with Jay at Volunteer Audio while he's busy, and I want to show you his staff. Look at these hard-working individuals right here. Y'all working too hard, huh? Does he pay you enough?
Yeah, plenty.
Does he pay you plenty? Well, that's good. Wow. All right. We're over here with, they will pick you up. We're over here with Jay, and you can get in here, Samantha, from Volunteer Audio and his staff, and it's a family affair, and you're just going to go through the radio with me, so.
I hear your USB drive playing.
I know, I've never heard of that dang loud. Oh, sorry.
All right.
I'm going to sit on the bike. Yeah, it's because it's easier.
All right, so here's our home screen. Just about every screen on the radio you can actually go through with the right joystick. So as you see, it's going to highlight different things. And once you get to something, you can actually press in. We'll start with your USB drive because it looks like you listen to it quite a bit.
Well, we use some Pandora most of the time now, but yeah, when you go through the mountains and you have no radio.
Yeah. Well, one thing about this particular radio with your USB drive, it's really easy to get to all the songs. So you can actually go to list, and which will show you all of the songs in a list. So you can go through them. But you also, we can go back. I'm just going to do it with my hand. If I can do it by control, it's going to be faster.
That's fine.
You can do folder up and down, so you can go through different folders if you've stored different folders inside of it. If you just have all the songs just thrown on a drive, then it's going to all be done.
That's the ones I play with.
It looks like they're all in one folder.
Now, will they shuffle?
Oh yeah, you got random, you got repeat. You can turn those on, and it will go through and do all that for you. As you see, it's showing your album art and stuff on it too. So.
Oh, what? Oh yeah, I see that.
So
It doesn't take the whole screen either.
No.
That's even better.
So yeah, I think it sounds really good, especially even with the stock speakers. It's very, very loud because this is about a third more power than the stock radio, but we have a lot more EQ adjustment. I turned on some filters to block some bass from the factory speakers, so they will go even louder. Turned on an 80 hertz high pass filter. Navigation, we're going to pick up better when we're outside. In the building, I don't get good now. Yeah.
I got to get from here to Johnson City. Once I get down the interstate, I'm good, but getting through Knoxville is a pain in the teeth.
I still think, even though it's got built-in nav, if you've got a smartphone that we're connecting, the nav on your phone is always the best. It takes up traffic and everything, so it's gonna work better. So we'll hook that up and we'll go through that. But here we go to useful information, we go to GPS information. We've already grabbed one satellite even in here, but as it grabs a few more, it takes 3. As I had it outside, it's picking up 9. So, you know, as long as it's got more than 3 satellites, it picks up well. But GPS worked well. Already tested it. A few people said they did. I think there were 2 problems: wrong antenna, the factory antenna doesn't work as well, and then location. Even like on your bike, I've got the antenna here. Well, you're not supposed to block it with metal. Well, you got this metal trim that runs across the top. You got lights everywhere. You have all sorts of things that would interfere.
Disconnecting the lights either?
No.
That was my biggest concern. I didn't want
No, so whoever did it did a good job. It all had plugs, so it unplugged. It wasn't like they hardwired it. Sometimes we run into that. We'll go ahead and connect your phone here in a minute. We'll go to device list. We'll need to connect you up and get that connected, and then we'll set up each one of your
we'll stop the video here then.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're going to come back to you later.
We'll do that.
Yep. Well, now we're in the pairing mode of the helmets. Hang in there, folks. Now, the helmets, like I said, that's the important part.
Yep. We'll get the radio back on. It may try to take over the phone. Hopefully it won't because you're recording. Since you're recording, it shouldn't take over.
I remember, right? It was just the hold the top button when you get ready to. I'm going to change the picture though. I like that though. We'll put my wife and my picture on there.
Yeah, we can change the background. That's just a USB flash drive.
Okay. Yeah, well, we made it over here to Johnson City. Had a couple issues coming in. Jay had called him right away. I texted him and he called me and told me how to fix it. My engine warning light came on my bike and didn't realize what was going on. And Jay told me I gotta shut it off, and then he just explained it to me a little while ago on how to shut it off. But once he showed me how to reset the Harley Davidson, which I did not know how to do. And then once again, he went above and beyond. We got bikes coming in probably, so that's not abnormal. So, but anyway, I gotta apologize. Part of the video where Jay was talking about this, the audio, volunteer audio, got ruined because the minute we turned on the bike, my phone shut the video off and tied into things. So I do apologize, Jay. You were my very first interviewee, I guess you want to say. So anyway, I want to show you this that we didn't show you there at the thing, and that was the backup camera. So my wife's coming around over here and focus on it. Let's get the bike up on it. Okay. As soon as this, look how fast this thing starts up, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is a remarkable radio. It's actually faster than my USB, but once it gets going. All right, so right now I want to show you the speakers. It's connected to my iPhone, so. I don't want CarPlay. Okay, let's try this again here. We've been having fun with this thing because the simple fact that the radio wants to go to CarPlay and it shuts off my phone, and that's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I can use my toggle switches here, and I can go over here to headsets, cameras, settings, rally mode, CarPlay we don't want. I want my USB. All right, here's the USB. Me and this thing are having fun, so we still got things to learn. So let's go ahead and talk about what we were talking about, the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that. That is the backup camera. I'm going to have my wife walk behind the bike so you can see. Just stand back there so you can see. It's showing you. Look at that. You can see back there. Back up a little bit, babe. There you go. Got the warning, the green, and the red. You can see my bumper, and you can see edge to edge on the trike. So let's take a look at the thing right now. There it is. That's the camera right there, ladies and gentlemen, mounted on the bike. And it's actually showing you my bumper, this whole area. So when I back up to include my trailer hitch, this thing is so nice. I mean, I've never had one on the Trike, but this is going to be easier. So, set. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close out the video right here. The radio is still in a learning process for me, and I'm happy with it. I'm very satisfied with it. And I will tell you, Volunteer Audio is probably one of the best sellers of the Soundstream ReserveV2. Other people sell them, that's not a doubt, but how great is the customer service? Jay has responded to everything in the last few hours that I've asked him questions about. He showed me the radio this morning. We couldn't video it all, but he does have tutorials on your radio, and I recommend it. You check them out before you buy one, but they are very, very good, and it's the best investment, because I talked to him a year and a half ago, and he told me to wait, and it was well worth the wait. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you, and we will catch you on the next video. Thank you.